Alright, so this is going to be a tutorial on a semi-automatic wheat farm that has a high yield rate. Um, yes, you get about 225, when it's full you get 225 wheat from it, and which translates into 75 pieces of bread if you wanted to make bread with it. But yeah, it's not fully auto, obviously, because that's impossible as far as I know. Because you always have to do the replanting. It doesn't need to look like this or anything. This is just some um, design looks that I've added here in my survival server. So yeah, so let's go have a look at how it works, and I'll give a demo, and then we'll go off to build it. So yeah, this is a 15 by 15 square of of the patch of wheat, and so that means 225 wheat. And then there's just water going along the edges here, and there is one water source block in the middle here, and that's just so every patch of dirt will be getting water to it, so then you never have to do any rehoeing either. So yeah, and there's just these redstone lights on top, and that is what we're going to use to activate the farm on and off. So um, you won't need this many redstone lamps. I'm going to do a much simplified version in the tutorial. I just kind of did a little bit of overkill on this one. So yeah, let's see it in action. So you pull this lever here, and then it all gets ready to harvest. So then you can turn the light back on, and now you start your replanting. I like to just start at one end here and then just go line by line by line. It actually doesn't take that long um, if you get in the good hang of doing it the proper way. If you just kind of go randomly planting, I mean, it'll take you a while, but if you do what I'm doing right now, it doesn't take too long. Um, and you'll see that I get quite a lot of drops from it. 225 obviously, and you can step on that half slab and step off again. It doesn't matter because you won't trample the crops unless you step down from one full block or jump. So you're good to go, and we're almost done here already. I thought I was gonna have to fast forward, but nope, it's not even taking that long. So this is the second to last line and last line right now. Alright, so we're done. And as you can see, I have, if you add this all up, should equal out to 225, although I think it equals out to 224, so maybe I missed one somewhere. But anyways, you should get around 225. And yeah, now let's go, and now you can just wait for it to regrow. Or you can use bone meal on it if you're really impatient, but it will grow pretty fast. So, and at the rate you'll be getting it at, you shouldn't need to use bone meal after your first harvest for sure. So, yeah, let's go see how to build it. All right, so we're here on a super flat world in creative mode, and I'm going to show you how to build this. So, step 1, clear out a 17 by 17 trench in the ground. Alright, so once you've got this 17 by 17 square trench hollowed out, then you should have a 15 by 15 pad here in the middle. So the next step or thing you can do is place your water. So the cheapest way to do this, if you're going by economy style, is place one source block in every corner. And then you will be left with these one block gaps in the center. And so every space in this trench needs to be full with water, so just place one source block on each one of those empty blocks. Like so, and then you'll see it is all full with water. If you want it to look a little bit nicer, just keep filling in where the water is the lowest. and I don't know, and then I like to have it still water, even though it's not needed. Like, this is all the water you'll need. This will work fine. So yeah. So the next step is the next thing I like to do is clear out the center block. And so to do that, so it's a 15 by 15 square, so that means if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then your next one, that'll be the middle. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the next one. So that's going to be your center block. So the 8th block in from both sides will be the center. And then you can place your final source block of water right in there. And so next step, covering all your water. And now I'm doing all of the build out of cobblestone just to be shown that it's a pretty cheap build. The most expensive thing you really need is redstone lamps. So, and you won't need too many of them, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, so just place a block next to it, and then place the half slab over the water there. And when you hold this out, you'll be able to see the water. But yeah. Now we can cover up all of our water. So to do this, we place a block next to the trench and then one over, and then you can kind of just go in the water and build your way all the way around. So we're going to cover up all this water with half slabs. So now we've got all the half slabs in, and I forgot to mention, the half slabs aren't needed, and especially the one in the middle. The reason I have them is so you can enter and exit without having to fall in the water. I mean, the farm will still work fine if you don't want to use half slabs. You'll just have to enter and exit, you'll have to walk through water, you know. So that's why I have them, and this one in the needed is in the middle is especially not needed. It's just so when you're planting your wheat, you don't just fall in the water block. It makes it a lot easier. So the next thing we're going to want to do is box it all in. And the reason we're going to need to do this is for the light system to work, for the light on harvesting system to work, we need it to be completely a dark room in there when we shut the lights off. So to make it a dark room, we can't have any sunlight or other light in it. So now we have to box it in. So what we're going to do is build 3 blocks up from the half slab, just like this roof right here, and then we're going to fill that in all the way around. So now that we built 3 blocks up all the way around, I left this side without the half slab, the double half slab, and this side without, and filled these 2 sides in just to show that it can work either way, whether you want to fill it in or not. So yeah, the next step is simple. Just got to build the roof to fully block in the light. So just off the top 3rd block we built up here, just fill in the roof like so. So I've been playing around with light levels, and I noticed that over here by where the doorway was that I built before, it was too high of a light level. So somehow light was getting in. I didn't realize that it was, and so I had to alter the front here. I guess I'm used to building this underground, so I didn't realize, but now I have altered it. So basically all you need to do is build a little doorway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block, like a 5 block hallway before your door here. Where's the doors? Give me this. Just make sure that it's all covered on the inside and that you can still walk through. It doesn't matter how you do it, but just make sure it's 5 blocks away from this half slab here, from where the wall ends. So just build a little tunnel 5 blocks away from your doorway, just to make sure that you have a low enough light level. It needs to be below 9, so that's what I figured out is the minimum doorway you need, so that stuff can't grow, as you see here. So I figured out the minimum lights you need, I believe. So basically start in each corner and then count one, two, 3 blocks in, and on the third block put a redstone lamp on each corner. So 1, 2, 3, and then on that same row in the very middle, aligned with this half slab here, put a lamp. So in the middle of each of the rows from each corner here. So yeah, that's 9 redstone lamps in total. And now all we have left to do is to wire it up and plant the crops. So we're on the final step here. So you can have the lever wherever you want. I'm just going to place it right here, just for this design. But anyways, now that we have our lever placed, we can start to wire it. So place some redstone dust all along here, and we're going to go all the way down this center line here. So now that you've got it all the way down the center, we can connect it to all the lamps here and just go off to the side. You don't need to actually place it on the redstone lamp, you just have to go right up to it. So just go branch off to the side to each of these redstone lamps here, and then it's almost done. But as you'll see once we turn it on, that it dies a little bit short. So what we need to do is right before the very middle redstone lamp, break the dust there and place a redstone repeater, and you should be good. So just one redstone repeater and the rest is dust, and yeah, then we are done. So now we have like a fully automated on-off switch for it. If you wanted to have an option to maybe turn it off from the inside, then you could do something like this. Place a block right there and just run the redstone wire down like that, and then you just have to place a lever on the inside. So it's just like if you like seeing it go, it's right here. No, it's right there. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, if you like seeing it light up and despawn, then you can just have, or if you don't want it to be wired out to here, so it looks a little bit prettier, and it's probably a little bit easier to cover up that wiring as well, then you can just have it wired to the inside here, and yeah, that's the whole wiring. It's just really where you want the lever. So now all we have to do is plant it. So just gotta hoe this all out, make sure the light is turned on, and yeah, I'll just get to hoeing it up and planting it up. Alright, so we've got it all planted and ready to go here, ready to test out. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I would wait to plant and do all that till last, just in case you jump on any of the crops and you want to test the lighting or whatever. You know, wait to plant it till you have the lighting installed, because then you only need to do it once. And also, I think this is as big as you can have a square wheat farm design, with this water source in the middle. It would have to be even smaller if you didn't want this water source in the middle, if you wanted to not have to re-hoe anything. So you could just, if you wanted it to be bigger, you could just repeat this design like you could just put a center block every once in a while. Just repeat this square design, and you could have it as big as you wanted. But I don't think you'd need any bigger than this, honestly. This will give you quite enough. So yeah, this is my design on a wheat farm. Someone might have already came up with it before. I'm not claiming anything. I have no idea. I've never seen it done this way before, but it probably has. Lots of people play Minecraft, so it's hard to come up with something and be the first. But I did do this myself. I didn't watch any videos. I just kind of figured out how I would want it. And yeah, so let's give it a test now, and hopefully it works. Yay! Yay! And turn the light back on and replant. So that is it. I will see you next time.